We all know by now that Mauricio Pochettino has left Chelsea, but I still find this a ridiculous and dumb decision. Before some Chelsea fans serenade the comment section with vitriol, listen, this decision is not entirely a reflection of his performance. Pochettino managed to get a team with zero chemistry to a respectable league position and a cup final. Going by Chelsea standards in the past few years, that is, losing 5 straight domestic cups prior and not challenging for the league title since 2017, this is no news for a team in transition. Yes, Pochettino had a rough season, and even when it was all doom and gloom, Chelsea at some point created more chances than any other side, which explains why no team had missed more big chances than them except Liverpool. Any reasonable person would understand that injuries and individual errors were beyond his control, but you would have noticed something brewing in this Chelsea team that has been absent for a while now. A style of play started materializing at the tail end of the season. Chelsea lost 1 game in their last 15 Premier League matches. The only team that had a better XG than Chelsea were the ones that competed for the league title. Of course, I did not expect a brand new team with a new coach put together last summer to go out there and challenge for every trophy. Heck, I did not even expect them to challenge for the league title. Top 4? Yes. Did they make it? No, but they still secured a European spot. The Chelsea owners gave everyone the impression that the chop and change era of Roman Abramovich is gone, and a young and progressive manager was needed at the helm for the long haul. Yet, we see a parody of Roman Abramovich in Mr. Eghbali and his sporting directors. They've fired 3 managers so far, but unlike Roman Abramovich, they are not winning trophies. It took Pochettino at least a year to get Spurs going, and another 3 years to get them to a Champions League final. And I say this to emphasize the importance of giving a manager time. If there's a coach out there who has a track record of working with young players with impeccable man management, it is Pochettino. It's no surprise that the Chelsea players started developing a bond with the manager, as shown by their reaction to that preposterous announcement. Players play for their manager, not the club. Players at great teams always talk fondly of their managers. Patrice Evra and Rooney said that their dominance at Manchester United was fueled by their desire of not letting the manager down. Dele Alli described Pochettino as the best manager he's ever had, and that they connected at a deeper level. Even Harry Kane expressed similar sentiments and went as far as to say that Spurs missed an opportunity to do something special with Pochettino. And this is exactly the kind of manager you need for a young team like Chelsea. Chelsea is not serious about building a team. Maybe not the way we think of it conventionally as fans. I think the leadership's focus at Chelsea is to make them profitable as soon as possible in ways that do not involve just winning trophies and getting prize money, but through player sales. They signed every young player they could get their hands on last summer, and doing that with investor money means that their actions can only be justified with profits to shareholders. Profitability is also crucial for Chelsea at this point to ease the heat coming from PSR. I suspect that one of the key reasons why talks fell through with Pochettino is because they want to sell some players that are important to Pochettino's project. Chelsea have been trying to sell Conor Gallagher, who is arguably one of Chelsea's most important players and was made captain by Pochettino in the absence of Reece James. As a manager, issues like these undermine the vision you share with your team, and you begin to question if the board supports you. If the rumors about Eghbali, Paul Winstanley, and Lawrence Stewart being the power brokers of the club are true, then it is telling that Todd Boehly happened to be the only one that voiced his support for Pochettino during Chelsea's turbulent period when they yo-yoed between 10th and 11th. Even when things started improving, Pochettino's response in press conferences about his future often included remarks like, "It's not my decision," or "It's not just about the club being happy, we have to be happy too. And if we decide to split, it's not the end of the world." Statements like these indicate that something unpleasant was happening secretly, and perhaps a decision was made long before the announcement. Some might say if you analyze these statements, we shouldn't have been surprised. Chelsea has made a huge mistake, and they must get it right with the next manager. The new manager needs to be charismatic, connect with the players quickly, and willing to work with less authority by taking on a coaching role. The reason I say this is because when you look at Chelsea's setup, they have 2 sporting directors, a director of development, and the director of football. In contrast, other major Premier League clubs like Arsenal, Liverpool, or City have 1 sporting director, another executive, and the manager himself being responsible for team development and transfers. So with a lot of personnel handling football-related issues, it dilutes your power as a manager and reduces you to a head coach. It makes sense that they are seeking a young and dynamic manager because experienced managers won't want to be constrained by 2 sporting directors or be a yes man. I'm not sure how things will turn out, but whoever they pick, whether it's Thomas Frank, Kieran McKenna, Enzo Maresca, Sebastian Hoeneß, or any other manager, should be on board with this arrangement. I do not think any of these managers linked to Chelsea are better than Pochettino. That being said, I would be happy to hear from you Chelsea fans on what you make of this situation.